It is the Bet Like Mike show, windailysports.com. My name is Jon Jansen. Happy Thursday. And of course, joining me as always, the star of the show, Mr. Mike North. And Mike North, how you doing today? How are things? How's it Thursday?
Well, I'm a little disturbed. We're on YouTube now, but we're not over here, but we're over there. But let me ask you something. Does this thing give us a correct count too? Because we've been doing good, and I can count how many people we have.
We'll be able to look at that. And
will I be able to look at that?
Yeah, and it'll be really easy for everyone. So go over to our YouTube page, subscribe. We're going to have plenty of great content over at YouTube throughout the NFL season. So go subscribe, windailysports.com, and go right now and check out the show there. And, if you do send us, by the way, real quick, if you do send us a screenshot or a picture of you subscribed to our YouTube channel, then reply that in the tweet of the show, and we can give you a free Win Daily Sports membership for 1 month. So definitely do that. Subscribe to the Win Daily Sports page. Show us your proof of subscription, and we'll send you a 1 month free gold membership to Win Daily Sports. How about that? Sounds pretty good, Mike North. Free on a Thursday sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I like the old way better, but that's me, But Jason's got to do what he's got to do. We got big things coming up here. I talked to him yesterday. We talked for about 15, 20 minutes. He always sounds tired to me. He's working his butt off. I love the company. We're having some fun. We got some announcements coming up down the line. I even complimented John. I go, thank God for John, because I go 1-3 yesterday. Yeah, you know what? I should have put everything against Lexi Thompson. Lexi Thompson was minus 130 against some Canadian young lady. I bet her, the Canadian young lady, because Lexi Thompson had her third caddy in 2 days. Her first one went down. Her second one only went down from the heat. They won't tell you what the temperature is in Tokyo. They just keep saying it's really hot. So I'd say it's probably over 100 degrees if they're complaining. But then she had to grab a caddy to finish the round. Then she had a new caddy yesterday, and she doesn't even carry her own scorebook. So I went against her. I should have just bet her. I lost the other 2 golf bets. I lost another baseball bet. I'm looking forward to the NFL just for a change of pace tonight, John. John, I know that you went 1-1-1. We can do better than this, folks, but it's coming. Believe me when I tell you this. We're holding our own. Somebody said to me, why would you bet NFL preseason? And you know what? I'm going, wait, we bet baseball, but we're really smart, right? So there's a lot of information on NFL preseason, more than we ever used to get. Like the Dallas Cowboys tonight, John, are not playing, or 16 guys aren't even playing in the game, not making the trip. So that's something you look at. But then you look at the spot, it's only +2. So we'll have some picks on that later. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about, and we'll talk about them in a minute, is prop bets. They become huge. I remember when the only prop bet was the fridge going to score a touchdown. That was the only prop bet, You know what I mean? Back in the prehistoric days in '85. I'm going to just ask you, not instant. I read all this. I just took some down courtesy of Visson and William Hill. Okay. Highest interception total defensively, over under for an individual, 9.5. And now they're playing 17 games.
No, highest interception total for a quarterback?
No, highest interception total, a quarterback. How you can, there'll be some throwing 20-25 for a defensive back or a linebacker.
Defensive back. Okay, that's a good one. Man, what's the total set at?
9.5.
Ooh, I'll take the over on that. I'll take the over on that for sure.
I hope that you answered like you're the guy that committed the murder. And
I'll take it. And just thinking about it really quickly, I could take it probably in the NFC East, or at least thinking some cornerback in the NFC East will do it, because Ryan Fitzpatrick's
anybody in football with 9.5 interceptions.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely go over. The two quarterbacks that turn it over a lot, especially interceptions, are in the NFC East. So if a team plays them twice a year, I think we get that for sure.
All right, let's hope that the rest of this does not go like I'm playing a tug of war with you. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, largest sack total for an individual, 18.5.
I'll go over on that as well.
Okay. Because you know what? That's like 17 games. Once again, we got to remember that, folks.
Right, exactly.
Largest or longest field goal, 61.5 yards.
Oh, I'll go under. I feel like field goal kicking hasn't been as good lately. I'll go under on that one.
Field position gets affected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The field goal. Okay?
Yeah, I'll go under on that one.
Most field goals, 39.5.
Ooh. I'll go under as well on that one. I
Okay.
feel like a lot of coaches are going for it a lot more, and that's leading to a lot of this. So yeah, I'll go under.
Okay, tonight's game. This is
Oh
why you
no.
tune into the
Oh no.
fastest 20 minutes. By the way, we're on YouTube, but we got the same stuff up here. That's all. I mean, I'm just telling you, you just got to hang on. I'm telling you, John knows this. Johnny J. He knows.
I think so. I think so. I hope so.
I think so. This is the man, the leader of the ship. Anyway, tonight's game, over under. Now, Roethlisberger ain't playing. I don't think Dak's playing or whatever.
No, Dak definitely will not be. No, for sure.
Now you got Rudolph and some other guys, some unknowns on both teams. Over under 3.5 interceptions. Now over is 11-1. 3.5 interceptions.
Oh, wow. Over is 11-1.
Yeah. I mean, even if you put $10 on it and it hits, I mean, it's sort of like, you know what? It may not happen, but man,
Right.
It would be nice if it did happen, you know?
You know, I heard Mason Rudolph, and this is just going off a training camp, so I have a little bit of an analysis to this one.
I like
Mason Rudolph has been awful in training camp, apparently. Like, the guy has just been a completely broken quarterback. Maybe he throws a couple of picks for Pittsburgh today. You know, I know Andy Dalton isn't great, but he was a solid backup. The Cowboys don't really have a solid backup behind Dak Prescott at this point. So, yeah, you know what? I'll take my chances on that one. I'll go over.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Yeah, that's another reason. Why not? With those
Why
odds,
not? Couch
sure.
change, as we like to say, my friend Carmen DeFalco coined. Okay. Last one, my friend. You love this game.
This is great. I'm actually this is a lot of fun.
I actually did homework. Okay. Aaron Rodgers, and this is from Visson and my guys, Paulie and Mitch. These deals. I saw it on their show. Aaron Rodgers, minus 140, John. Over under interceptions for this season, 8.5.
Oh,
at minus 140. The under is minus 140, 8.5.
And this obviously has to go a little bit into the same thing that you've been saying. It's an extra game. So, you know, if he has been throwing 6, 7 interceptions, you know, maybe 8 comes here. I'll go under. I know that sounds, he hasn't had more than 8 interceptions since 2015. Again, the extra game, but he has been so good at keeping the ball and not turning it over. I'm going to go under. I think he's just too good.
Okay, you're going to go under. So that's it. I mean, so you know what? Some of them, I mean, to me, like the Allen Robinson. How about this? The Allen Robinson had 102 catches last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some of these look too easy. The over-under for him is 92.5 catches. Now, you got Andy Dalton, who's not looked good. Justin Fields, from what I'm hearing, from my guy Aldo Gandia, who was at the practices for Barroom, told me that the rub, and this does not surprise me, Justin Fields holds the ball too long. You play for Ohio State. You got an offensive line that's 330 pounds. You can hold the ball long until the guy runs 60 yards and nobody's touching you. So that's an adjustment he's going to have to make. He will not be able to hold the ball long as far as that goes. But I'm hearing that, you know, the Bears, for instance, Andy Dalton's going to be the odds-on favorite to win this job. But you're hearing this all over the league, okay? You're hearing this all over the league that these quarterbacks that are supposed to be all that may not be all that. I'm hearing Trey Lance is looking better than anybody, John.
Yeah, I heard Trey Lance is looking good. Like Trevor Lawrence is going to be great. So, I mean, he's one that he's talked about so highly that he throws one pick in training camp and it's like he's a bust. That's the high expectations for him. So all these guys are looking good. Look, Justin Fields, I think he is eventually going to start, but as you just said, it's probably going to take some time. But with Allen Robinson's prop, I do like that because he's quarterback
92.5 catches. Isn't it easy to take the over?
Yeah, he's quarterback proof. Andy Dalton is the same thing as Nick Foles. Nick Foles started for almost half the season, a little bit less than half of the season, and Allen Robinson still went over.
There's one thing I fear. You, me, Carmen DeFalco, Aldo Gandia, and other people have all said we would take the over. There's only one thing that bothers me about that. We're all know our stuff. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm going to go under. I think he's just...
Oh, I got us on.
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button.
We're working. It's good to know.
I'm going to make sure it's working. Anyway, to me, injury, sitting out 3-4 games, Because why would you set something at 92.5? And you supposedly had a busted quarterback, which you didn't. He was good, better than advertised. And Buffalo won't even trade him because from what I'm hearing, folks, they're not that thrilled with Josh Allen not wanting an extension. Okay? Now, Josh Allen can do whatever he wants. I think he's the future of Buffalo. If he isn't, they got a backup, but I think Trubisky will play somewhere as a starter.
You have a quarterback like Allen that likes to put himself in a little bit of some dangerous situations too because he can run. Why not have a good backup? Yeah. Why not have a good backup?
He's had a concussion already. They like to put him in danger. They like to run him in the option. Trubisky, though, was untradeable, according to Buffalo. Don't tell me that the Indianapolis coach didn't inquire. Okay?
They had to.
I mean, come on. If they didn't inquire on him, come on. Buffalo loves him. And he's an insurance policy in case Josh Allen gets hurt or he starts to believe his press clippings. We'll see what happens there. But to me, Allen Robinson may miss Mitch Trubisky. 92.5 seems like a sucker bet. I think I'd probably stay away from it because I don't want to root against the guy.
Right, yeah.
He's the most important.
The thing is,
guy in the team.
Why I like it is he's going to get the opportunity. No matter what quarterback is in there, the offense isn't going to, I guess it could change, but it's not going to change in the fact that they stay away from going to Allen Robinson. This is the best player on their offense. I love David Montgomery, but this is their best guy on offense. He had 151 targets last year. He had 154 the year before that. Like, if it goes down even slightly, he could still hit over the 92 catches mark. So to me, it's just, it is an easy bet. It sounds a little bit too easy, which I agree with you, Mike North. It sounds a little bit too easy, but it's everything does kind of tell you that he can go over it for sure.
Yeah. I watched the ladies play golf yesterday. I loved it. I think that there's some great, in Tokyo, it's hot. I did watch because I had a money bet on it, but I did enjoy the experience. I do believe that, I'm going to watch again today. I'm going to bet golf today. I want to stick with baseball, but baseball has not been very, very good to me. Like I said, we got the Hall of Fame game tonight. Want to ask you about betting on preseason football because some people are making comments that it's a bad thing. Like I said earlier, preseason football to me, you get all the information you need, even earlier than you do sometimes for the regular season games, right? There's money to be made in preseason football.
Yeah, there can be. I'm not saying like, hey, because this is before the season. I know everybody's going to bet. Everybody's going to do DFS before the season. So just sprinkle some on, get in on the action, have fun with it. But yes, like I'm looking at right now, all of the records for these coaches during preseason. And you can look at preseason records. Like, for example, John Harbaugh of Baltimore is 37-12, and his teams have not lost a preseason game. It looks like, yeah, he hasn't lost a preseason game since 2015.
I did my homework.
I'm glad we both did. Look at us.
Yeah,
look at us doing our preseason homework.
Imagine that? 15 in a row. I mean, the guy goes to win.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Coaches that want to win.
Hey, and Mike Tomlin tonight is 31-23. His last three preseasons, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Dallas, Mike McCarthy, he is 28-23 in preseason. So not a terrible preseason record for him as a coach.
No, Mike McCarthy, to me, is not liked, okay, for whatever reason. It's amazing that, probably part of that is Aaron Rodgers, yet Aaron Rodgers doesn't like anybody with any authority, so I know where he's coming from.
Fair.
Believe me, it doesn't matter. We're going to try to get along. I don't care if you get along with the GM. I really don't. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about him. Who gives a damn? You know how many people work every day that aren't fans of their bosses? I mean, I love Jason. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like
Jason's okay. I don't know.
Jason's like move. I don't see us on the screen, John. How come we're not on the screen like we've been in the past? I didn't hear about this when he told me yesterday. I'm just saying. Where are we? I bet you we have a low amount of listeners today, viewers. What do you think?
I think we'll do all right. We'll do good.
I don't know.
I like YouTube.
Yeah, I guess YouTube is like supposed to be but that's a whole new audience. There are people that expect to see our pictures, our stuff right there. And as I look at my Twitter handle, well, it's really simple, folks. Just hit what says YouTube, and things going to come up.
And you know what also people expect to see? They expect to see great content from Win Daily Sports. And we got a nice promo going on, Mike North. I don't know if you saw the promo
Everything
yet,
I hear from you.
Yeah.
I can talk to Jason for an hour. He'll sneak something by me.
So if you use the promo code,
we got 4 people watching right now. That's impossible.
If you use the promo code,
I know what our numbers are.
But if you use the promo code NFL 2021, you can get $100 off. So a 6-month gold membership, $100 off. What is $299 will be $199 for the season. So get ready for football season the way NFL teams are. Sign up for Win Daily Sports.
We average 900 people. We usually have, by the end of our show, 200 some people that have watched. I look at the thing now, it says 4 people are watching. It takes our viewers time maybe to get used to it, or maybe it's something with the numbers. But I'm very disturbed about that.
Change is always tough.
You host 15 shows. Oh, don't worry about it. I care. I want the old way back. I'm going to have to start stomping my feet. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you know what the thing is? You always have, John loves it, you always love 15 minutes of content, even me going off. But then comes the last 5 minutes, which have not been pretty for me lately, going 1-3 yesterday. I'll stay away from predicting golf for a while. I only have a little bit, but I'm going to take a chance tonight. I said John's going to handle because he still manages to win at least one game a day. John, you start us off, my friend.
I will start you off.
Not a great guard tonight, I don't think.
No, it's not for baseball. No. And obviously the first pick is going to be kind of an example of that because I'm going to go somewhere. As a Phillies fan, I probably shouldn't, but Spencer Howard's on the mound tonight for the Texas Rangers. Yeah, he's good in the first couple of innings. So what I'm going to do is take the Rangers in the first 5 minus 115. That way, the bullpen only gets an inning or 2 in that game. Dylan Bundy's a worse pitcher than Spencer Howard. Say what you want about Spencer Howard, but Dylan Bundy has been horrible this season. He shouldn't even be in the starting rotation, but he is because of an injury. So I'll take Spencer Howard in the first 5, knowing that I'll likely need to just survive an inning of the Rangers bullpen, and that's it.
All right. That's a good one. Now, I'm going to take the New York Yankees tonight, okay? The New York Yankees are playing a pretty good Seattle Mariner baseball team. Now, you look at the Yankees tonight, and as I looked at them, I said, okay, they're probably going to go Nestor Cortez. You know, it sounds like a relief pitcher to me, 1.93 ERA. They might be doing the bullpen thing against Tyler Anderson. Now, Seattle's 58 and 51, folks. The Yankees are 58 and 49. Yet the Yankees on the money line tonight. Let's see what they're at right now. I'll just check up Bovada real quick here on the fastest 20 minutes in all sports, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Yankees are a huge favorite. A big favorite.
200, I think. Yeah, I'll take the money line on the New York Yankees tonight. Something ain't right. Something smelled right. I did check out all the variables. That doesn't mean I'm going to win. It's an expensive thing for me, but I got to break a little bit of the streak right now. So I got that right now. What's your next pick?
My next pick, and this is sort of a tough one because, as you just said, the card isn't really good. But I think I probably shouldn't do it. But I think Tariq Skubal's actually been pretty good lately. Yeah. And the Red Sox, to me, Tariq Skubal, he is of Detroit, and he's had a bad month of July. You know what? I'll stay away from that one. Screw it. I'll just go NFL.
Yeah, bro, I didn't mean to change your mind.
No, Tariq Skubal. No, I can't do it. I tried to do it, and then it didn't feel good. So you know what I'm going to do, Mike North? I'm just going to take Pittsburgh. It's a 2-point favorite tonight against Dallas. How about that? Mike Tomlin's been pretty good in the preseason. I'll take Pittsburgh Steelers here.
All right, and I'm going to take Dallas, okay? Because
nice.
Now, I don't understand this, John. They're missing 16 guys. They're not even a field goal favorite. Now maybe the Mason Rudolph comes back to haunt you. I like your record right now. I hate my record. I can't wait for football. I'm going to take the under 2, though, 32.5. I mean, 32.5 to me is like, if they cough, they should get into the end zone. But they're not going to have the best players. How good is their depth? How good is their depth? I don't know. The Dallas quarterbacks, you never even heard of them, bottom line. So I'll take Pittsburgh Dallas in the under. And you, sir, anything else?
Oh man, you know what? I'll go with the Phillies tonight on the run line. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too excited about the Phillies, but Aaron Nola should do well against the Washington Nationals, and the Phillies have just been on fire at the plate as of late. So I think they do hit John Ross again very hard, and Aaron Nola has a pretty good outing. I'll take the Phillies on the run line. It's at a little bit of plus money, so I like that.
All right, so I got the Yankees money line, I got Dallas, and I got the under in football. How about you again, sir?
I have the Rangers at first 5 -115, the Pittsburgh Steelers as a favorite, taking them on the spread today, and I'm taking the Phillies run line at +105. And this will probably be the last time I take the Phillies run line again because they'll probably disappoint me.
All right, I'll tell you what, a good time had by one and all, the fastest 20 minutes going, folks. We almost made the deadline 2018, 2019, 2020. Johnny, talk to you later, buddy.